So some other obstacles that can be experienced, intense fear is one of them, either in the beginning or during your process. Intense fears can come in a very intense way. So it's very important for you to start working on your fears, on the smaller ones, conquering them in the right way, being exposed to them, and so that you'll be able to go through it without these intense fears. Because when you are fear prone, you tend to use some techniques to avoid the fear, to trust that you won't be exposed to that fear. And this just keeps you fragile, keeps you weak. So eventually you will probably face this. It's not for everybody, but some will experience this. And these are the ones who are more prone to depression, desperation, anxiety in a very intense way. So for all these, something which is very, very, very fundamental is devotion. You have to establish a devotional relationship. The devotional part must be stronger, must be very prominent in your path. So depression, some talk about meditation to cure depression, but this is in terms of therapy, and meditation, that's not the point of it. So depression can come by clarity, but not being able to deal with that clarity, or by not having any clarity and no success and no interest. Let me explain a little bit better. Sometimes depression comes because you are unaware of spirituality, but you know that life has nothing meaningful for you. There's no point in investing in it. There's a sense that no point. And under those circumstances, you may find the quest for truth, the spiritual calling, as something that really motivates you. And as you find it, that depression goes away. But still, if you are depression prone, by the frustration of the ideas that you still carry, you may experience that again and again. So this is why it is very important, this devotional aspect, because this is what will sustain you. But this is your part to build, because if you're expecting for something else to build it for you, forget it, it won't happen. So the devotional aspect in your spiritual practice is very important, because there's a lot of fragilities in your mind, in your body, and it's all connected. Intense fear, depression, irregular breathing that doesn't allow you to deepen your practice. It's all connected. Many, many, many experiences of pain and fragility, and they are there like condensed. And as you're trying to deepen, it tends to rise. And when it's rising, you lack the structure to handle it. And you get fragile, depressed, weak, or full of fear. And then fear transforms even your hormones in your body. They will change, and they will create even more complications. Your mind will be more stressed, and the more stressed you become, more blind you become. And this kills your meditation. So by going through these stages, this level of devotion and trust has to be very high. This is something that you need to be cultivating all the time, because that is what it will help. But you see, if you are prone to depression, it also has some other meanings, which is a difficulty in doing things by yourself, on yourself. This self-power is more low, and you need to develop this. You need to develop strength. You need to develop persistence. And this is the discipline, the repetition, all that we have been talking about. But if you're prone to these things, then devotion has to be always at the highest possible. Because when the turmoil comes, when the difficulties come, it is what can help you to go over. It will not be your personal strength, because if you had it, you won't be depressed, you won't be fearful. So only the devotion will happen, will help you. So always keep in your meditation that devotional aspect in its highest. Always growing your love for God, your connection, and increasing that so that it can support you at every stage. And understand that fragility has created a lot of wrong ideas, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of childish expectations, and then you'll have to deal with all of them. And you lack structure. In certain parts, it's not, each case is a case, but certain parts will be fragile, will be immature. And you need to endure the discomforts, holding on to devotion so that you can grow and go beyond those momentarily circumstances. I think that covers it.